Example number 2, applying the equations with grouping symbols. So on a February day in Whitehorse, Yukon Territory, the daily average temperature was negative 13.2 degrees Celsius. The low temperature is negative 18.1 degrees Celsius. What's the high temperature? So the average is the sum of all the values divided by the number of values that you added together. So if we know that the average was negative 13.2 and the low was negative 18.1, we can try and figure this out. So we're going to let H equal the high temperature. And so then the average of the high and the low temperature added together will give us our daily average. So the high plus the low divided by 2, because we're adding two numbers together, that is the calculation to give us the average, which we know is equal to negative 13.2. So we can multiply both sides by 2 to get rid of this 2 when we're trying to solve it. That leaves us with the top here, H plus negative 18.1, and this makes this negative 26.4 on the right. Now, we can subtract this negative. Well, actually, let's rewrite this. If you're adding a negative, that's the same as subtracting a positive. So we can rewrite this as H minus 18.1. The right hand doesn't change at this point. We haven't changed anything. It's just simplifying the signs and getting rid of the brackets. So now, in order to isolate a variable, we've got to subtract 18.1, so we're going to add 18.1 to both sides. So we'll add 18.1. This is negative 26.4, and we're going to add 18.1 here as well. These two subtract out, leaving us with just H on the left. On the right, negative 26.4 plus 18.1 gives us a negative 8.3. So the high temperature, we're saying, was negative 8.3 degrees Celsius. That's our calculation. Of course, we can go back and check it. Using our formula for the average, the high plus the low divided by 2, we can substitute in our high of negative 8.3, add that in, and then divide by 2. So when we do that, negative 8.3 plus negative 18.1 gives us negative 26.4. Divide that by 2, and we get negative 13.2, which was our indicated average in the original question, so that we know we've got the correct answer. The high temperature was in fact negative 8.3 degrees Celsius. So that's that last example for 8.3. There's one last show you know. Please give it a go.